things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. will get this season underway as toe meets leather. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Kansas offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and then let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Man, let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
First downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good.
He lets one fly deep. Catch inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Jayhawks are rolling down the field. The give to the back. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times in home leagues where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
So LSU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't. If they were going to lose him to the portal or not, he decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Going right to work up top. Throws to the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up. But he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Madden. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to throw it again. Right on the money. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal coming up. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll sneak it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you always worry about turnovers in the first game, and for this young man, he's got to be able to turn the page. I know that was his first carry of the year. He puts it on the ground. That's the nightmare scenario, but you got to be able to wash that and flush it out. You got to be able to play the next play.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Got a little space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. The defense gets the big stop.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Now the play fake. The short hands, it's Brown. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
Hey, quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
3rd down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with his guy, and they've got to find a better way of being more efficient on 3rd.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here,
no more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Caught in the backfield, it's Akbar. That had all the makings of it. Bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. LSU right back to the line. 3rd down play from the gun. Zings it complete to the right. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Firing to the end zone. And he's done it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oklahoma State stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of School Run. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
The RPO game works really well for this offense because the running back is very patient. It's a bit of a delayed handoff, but he's very good at finding the creases and finding the lanes and then putting his foot in the ground and getting north.
Finds his man. It's LeBoy.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On the run, it's LeBoy. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He's now up to 66 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Jayhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Oh, they're after him! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He's got it upright. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Now on the option. Now the toss. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the single back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Touchdown, LSU! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And I tell tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They punted away on fourth down. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's the pressure. And he was flat and missed it. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Grab near the marker. It's LeBoy. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this offense.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Jayhawks will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictable.
Wide open on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Caught over the middle. It's Madden. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's looking to throw. Lets it go. Complete to the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Jayhawks have their offense in high gear. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Rides the back and leaves it. He breaks a tackle. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the single back. Got him up for the first down. Smashes ahead. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now they're going to throw it. Here comes the heat. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the defense getting a hand in there on third down. They'll send out the kicker here. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's LeBoy. And the defense drags him down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Gives it on the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It sucks. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Gives it to the back on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll give it to him again. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. And I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. A low-line drive and not his best work. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Knocked out of bounds at the 40. For the good pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. The give to the tailback. Plows through the defense. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense. And they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Shakes off the defender. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go Way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Reads it, fires complete. Oh, what a move to get room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, or punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
The Tigers want to move quickly. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Working that left side now. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Akbar. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Off play action on first down. Dances away. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going to swing it on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He's got him. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. To the air on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. In this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Wants to throw it. The short hands, it's Akbar. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Keep it on the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. LSU quick to the line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll try to get it through the air. Got it. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's got it, a late touchdown, probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers